All right, there's going to be another figure that's going to go into this, as we say, scene here. And it's just going to be an assistant or a guy standing there talking to him, in other words, in such a way. So I cut out another, he's about 1 3/4 instead of 2 inch. I'll make him a little bit skinnier, in other words. And pretty much so a simple piece to do. Now I'm just going to go ahead and start taking off some stuff around the piece itself, in other words, head and all these other things, because we've already done a figure already, and we've learned how to do it. Is to basically separate the head from the Alright, we have our feet down here. Just going to kind of go around as we go, showing you a little bit about how you get the figure ready. This is sort of a roughing out process before you actually start the detail. Just getting the shoes and between the legs here. It'll probably come up a little bit higher. But this one's not going to be in a coat and all that stuff, so we don't need as much back forward, and the hands are going to be in the pants, in other words, because he's just sort of an onlooker in this scene. I'm going to bring this crouch further up because it needs to go further up. And of course the head, I'm going to make him kind of bald on top, so just bringing the head down on all sides is part of it. I am outside again. It is a very hot day. It is extremely hot, so alright, as we can see here, now let's go ahead and position our hands, and our hands will be in the pockets because, like I said, this guy is just basically an onlooker. He's not playing a specific role in the but it's what he says. So I'm not taking as much time to, the hands. They're just going to put him in the pocket because he's sort of on-looking, which gives me this situation right here. Whereas with the other figure, of course, he had a mallet in one hand and a gouge in the other hand. Okay. See how I just sort of go around removing, and I know this is not the best teaching right here, but I have gone through many lessons with you concerning a figure. I even went through a lesson with the beginning figure. How to carve a beginning figure. And so I have carved so many of these figures that I just basically can do it darn near with my eyes closed. Not bragging, but I've just carved a lot of them. Alright, now look, as you look at it now, basically we're working out the kinks. And we're working out the person. In such a way. I think I'm going to give him a big stomach. I think that would be comical for this situation. Of course, it's good to have a sharp knife. When you start removing a lot of wood, you want to keep your knife sharp. Got a compliment by a young man today who he bought him a leather strop and a belt sander, and it's for power stropping, and he had a flex cut knife. And he asked me, should I lay it flat? And I said, well, I think your flex cut knives have a little bit of a bevel, but barely lay it as on a bevel on it. And I got a letter from him today, and he said he was just so astounded because he said, I'm carving with a sharp knife now. And he said, let me tell you something, folks. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Now, I'm not saying that the way I sharpen is the best way, because certainly the way I sharpen, I was taught that way as well. But it works for me, okay? And they have a lot of good sharpeners out there. They have the Burke. I have the Ultimate Sharpener. It's just a straw thing. I don't like the sharpening system that the Ultimate Sharpener has, but I love the stropping system that it does have. And I don't sharpen my knives anyway, I just strop them. I was so pleased to hear that from him today. Not because I had shown him to do it, but because now he understood the joy of carving with a sharp knife. And that makes a difference. I'm going to tell you something. When you're struggling with a knife, and it's dull, and it won't cut the wood right, I'm going to tell you something. It's not any fun. It's not. Alright, we've got our shape real good here. I mean, our shape is an excellent shape of the caricature. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut down like that. And cut the back. And cut down like that. And cut the back. All right, now I want to go ahead and make him the big belly now. I'm going to really make him a nice big belly. In other words, that he's looking over. When they are caricatures, the funnier they are to the person, then the more enjoyable they enjoy the piece. In other words, I'm probably going to give him a belt also. Okay, see the big belly? And of course you can make it bigger by simply taking some more wood off right here. See? From the side you can see the big belly that he's got. And alright, we're going to cut our elbow in here. Okay. And we're going to do it over here also. Straighten up this back here. Now, as the, we're gonna do this in the back, where the shirt is. All right. Now, let's go ahead and draw a little belt underneath here. Thought it would be kind of nice. I'll draw that and I cut below it. Okay, there's your little belt. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the buckle right in here. You come from both sides, and you make the belt smaller on both sides. Kind of give him a big posterior like that, see from the back, and then we'll have the belt just kind of come around from this side over here like this, in other words. And we'll cut into it. Shear and cut into it and shear. And let's just all right. Well, basically, we've got a lot done on this figure, so I'm going to let it go for now. Gonna make the buckle like this underneath here. Move that, and remove that from underneath here. All right, we're doing good. We're doing excellent. All right, so there we are. We've got our guy cut in there pretty good. So anyway, I'll let you go now, and we'll come back and maybe finish him up.